Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Holy smokes. I've been extremely excited about Ultimate Masters ever since I heard of its release a couple weeks ago. It's gearing up to be one of the biggest sets that we've ever seen. And from a value standpoint, from a set being released, this is the most expensive set that has ever been released based on the value at its release. Clearly, you can argue, oh, Alpha's more expensive. Yeah, of course it is. But from the moment it dropped, this is the most expensive set we've ever seen. Seismic Assault. Let's get into the spoilers, guys. This is just ridiculous. Seismic Assault. This one came out, I want to say, this was around the time I started playing. This goes way back. I think even some starter cards. I remember seeing it on those cards. It looked like almost like an Armageddon kind of thing. Really cool. Discard a land. The land card, Seismic Assault, deals 2 damage to any target. Pretty nifty stuff. I think it goes back to Exodus as well. It's an inexpensive card at this moment. It's like $3, I believe. So I got a reprint. Back to basics. This card, Urza Saga. You guys know I love Urza Saga. If you like Urza Saga too, let me know. That is probably my absolute favorite set ever. Back to basics. It was a much needed reprint. A lot of those cards from Saga started spiking in price just even a year or two ago. A box of Urza Saga was about $1,200. Now it's about $2,000 to $3,000. So a lot has gone on recently, especially with cards being added to the reserve list. Back to basics, much needed reprint. It was currently spiking at around $60, $70 before the spoiler day. Now the price has gone down to about $50 for the Saga version. But remember, original prints, those are always going to be more expensive than reprints. I'd say 99.9 times out of 10, there's a few times that's not the case, but majority it is. So back to basics, non-basic lands don't untap during their controller's untap set. Pretty cool. I think it's at $30 right now for this card. Rune Snag, got a reprint. Rune Snag, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus additional 2 for each card named Rune Snag in its graveyard. They got to have some commons, guys. What are you going to do? Wild Mongrel. Look at this guy in the art, huh? Discard a card. Wild Mongrel gets +1/+1. It becomes a color of your choice until end of turn. Pretty neat. Let's get into some other ones here. And shout out to MTG Goldfish, of course. Faithless Looting. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. One thing I got to point out again, something I found very interesting, and this is my firm belief. We are not going to see any cards reprinted that were in Iconic Masters and Masters 25, and that is going to cause those 2 sets to go up in value. We're not going to see those reprinted in Ultimate Masters, at least. I'm willing to bet 10 cents on it. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist, all right. If someone were to be sawed in half, I could not possibly attach the bottom half to the top of the half or understand it. But Reckless Worms reprinted. But Iconic Masters, Masters 25 are not going to get any reprints in the set. If they did that, they'd upset a lot of people. Wizards of the Coast would really, really piss people off. Let me know your thoughts on that. I think I'm pretty accurate on that. Not that they haven't been able to piss people off, but if they did it, reprinting of Iconic Masters or 25, yeah, they're going to piss off people, because how the heck are they going to dump those boxes now? How are the LGSs supposed to sell the crap they have left over? It would be next to impossible, because they drive the prices of those boxes down even further. I don't see them doing that. Ruined Halo needed this reprint as well. This one was going for about almost $30. All these prices are going to come down. That's a beautiful thing. As Ruined Halo enters the battlefield, choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen name. That's ridiculous. You can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything with that name. Pretty cool. Phyrexian Tower, another card from good old Urza Saga, needing a reprint. I was just looking into these cards too, because I was just missing the set and was going to start building it all up. But I'm like, I better wait for some reprints before I do that. And Phyrexian Tower, I think the original artwork is a lot better, but still a cool card. You add it's a legendary land. You can tap it and add a colorless, and then tap it, sacrifice a creature, add 2 swamps to your mana pool. 2 black mana. Calm down, guys. Not that serious. What else we got here? Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise. I'm not even sure what set that's from. See, I don't know everything, guys. Treasure Cruise is an 8-drop with Delve, draw 3 cards. What Delve does, each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1 colorless. Gurmag Angler. This one just came out recently, maybe about 3-4 years ago. Which set was this in? It kept the original. It kept the same artwork, I believe. It's not the same. It's very similar. It's a zombie fish, but delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting a spell pays for 1. You get a 5/5 out really quick, like turn 2. It's ridiculous if played correctly. Pretty cool to see that. Shorai, Shizo's Caretaker, Sherry. We're going to call it Sherry. But man, what's going on with her? I thought that was blood. Was she like, what? Is she crucified? I'm not sure what's happening here. Legendary Creature Spirit. Love this artwork, though. That is just gorgeous. Holy smokes. Whenever a creature with power 1 or less is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you may return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step if Sherry, Caretaker, is still on the battlefield. Pretty neat. Love my spirits. All is Dust needed a reprint for sure. This was going between 20 and 30 bucks recently. Tribal Sorcery, Eldrazi. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents they control. It's a 7-drop. Yeah, this was a much-needed reprint. I'm sure a lot of players are going to be very happy. A lot of Commander players are going to be very happy with Ultimate Masters. This is basically going to be like a Commander haven. I kid you not. We are going to see a lot of Commander players interested in picking up packs of this set, if not packs of boxes. This set's going to be, it's stupid. It already is stupid, guys. I don't care what people are telling you. This is a really amazing set. Visions of Beyond, 1-drop. This was not a very expensive card. It was about $3-4 before it reprint. Draw a card. If a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, draw 3 cards instead. Pretty neat. I guess it needed a reprint. Glen Elandra Archmage, 4-drop. This thing was going for about 20 bucks. Flying, and pay 1, sacrifice Glen Elandra Archmage, counter target non-creature spell. It's got Persist. Pretty cool ability for those of you new to the game. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. So, of course, it could die like twice, kind of. It's almost, Persist is similar to Undying in a sense. Fire and Ice over here. I don't think that at all needed a reprint, but they can't just give us all these huge cards. But you're getting what you pay for, 100%. With Ultimate Masters, you are getting exactly what you're paying for. The price has to be more expensive. That's why the MSRP is so high on this thing. Boxes are currently selling between $240 to $280 right now on eBay. And with spoilers coming out, it's not going to surprise me. Those prices are going to go back up. But with these kind of sets, I want you guys to understand, like, a lot of people are upset. Why is the price so high? Well, you guys all wanted reprints, all right? A lot of you wanted reprints. I want reprints, but you have to pay for that. They can't put a bunch of really expensive cards and then put an MSRP on it of like $100, $200. You know what would happen? No one would make money on that. I know that sounds pretty selfish of WotC, but it's not. They're giving you what you wanted, but it's going to come at a cost because these cards are more expensive. If they didn't do that, Wizards would just, it would backfire on them. It would be terrible. LGSs, it would be a terrible, terrible experience. So yeah, you get what you pay for. Eldrazi Conscription, enchant creature, Eldrazi Aura. Enchanted creature gets +10, and has trample and Annihilator 2. Annihilator 2 is stupid. Whenever it attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. That's nuts. There's not many cards that have Annihilator on it. I would like to see Eldrazi return soon in a standard set. And guess what? I'm willing to put money on it. Within 18 months, we're going to see Eldrazi back. You heard it here first. Well, argue with me, bro. Get at me. Get at me in the comments. I'll chat it up with you. I'll give you a piece of why I believe that. Actually, I'm making a video on it pretty soon here. Eldrazi Conscription, pretty cool card. I think this was going for like 10 to 20 bucks. That price is going down now. What else we got here? We got Wall of Reverence, which is not that amazing of a card, but it does get played quite a bit. It's a 1/6 Defender Flying. When I say not amazing, I mean the price just wasn't that much. It's a 4-drop. At the beginning of your end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. That's fun, huh? Decent artwork. Phyrexian Altar. Hello. I think this is Saga yet again. No, it's not. Invasion? Yes. This is from Invasion. Sacrifice a creature, add 1 mana of any color. Probably the only card in Invasion that's worth some money. Why did they do that? Why did they reprint? Well, they're going to drive the price of those boxes down, but that's cool because the old stuff's always more expensive. Pretty nifty, I must say. It was going for about 30, 40 bucks, and now it is dropping way down. Again, sacrifice a creature at 1 mana of any color. Squee Goblin Nabob. We're gonna call him Goblin Noob. He is just adorable. How could you not like Mr. Squee? At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return Squee Goblin Nabob from your graveyard to your hand. Welcome back, Squee. How much were you going for, Squee? You're like a few bucks, I bet. 0. You're free, Squee. No problem. What does that say? I feel if I say this, I'm going to get censored. I'm not even going to say that word. That's a bad word right there. Fucking diddy. Okay, I'm not even trying. Whenever a creature dies, that creature's controller may draw a card. It's a 3-drop enchantment. It's got a reprint, and we're down to the nitty-gritty. Gamble. Yep, it was just reprinted not too long ago. Sure was. Vexing Devil and Martyr of Sands. Vexing Devil is a really neat card, especially in certain decks. When Vexing Devil enters the battlefield, you burn everything to hell. Any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them if a player does sacrifice Vexing Devil. Awesome card. Once it's all said and done, it'll drop down to about $4 or $5, if that. Martyr of Sands. For 1, reveal X white cards from your hand. Sacrifice Martyr of Sands. You gain 3 times X life to 1/1. Gamble. Oh yeah, baby. We just saw you reprinted out in Eternal Masters, if I'm not mistaken. Gamble was an expensive card, I believe. First came into play only in Saga. Urza Saga, and then it was reprinted later in Eternal Masters. Search your library for a card. Put that card in your hand, discard a card at random, and shuffle your library. Pretty nifty. Gamble needed a reprint as well. So these are all the reprints we have as of right now. That's what you're looking at, baby. That's all we got for you. But there may be more very soon around the corner. So do pay attention. Make sure you guys are subscribed and all that good stuff. And we're going to get to more of these spoilers over the next few days. I'm in a different mood today. If you guys must know at the end of this video, I'm just going to tell you what happened. My beautiful woman, she went into surgery today. And on a good note, and the surgery went very well. She's upstairs right now resting. So, yeah. So keep her in your thoughts. But the surgery did go well. So, hallelujah. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you very soon. Because probably even tonight, if they drop a bunch of spoilers on us, I'll be back. Punch that like button in the mouth.